So tonight, a Hard Rock. You guys played that before, Mark?
Yeah, we played over there.
You don't seem too enthused about the venue.
I'm very excited about it.
Right,
I always have this weird feeling about going to Disney without my kids.
Right.
You know, I feel like a creep.
We could find some kids. I mean,
well, I'm sure we could find
get some MILFs that got some kids and roll up in there.
You know, I'm excited for the show. I just want to de-Disney it. You know what I'm saying?
De-Disney it, right?
De-Disney it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's technically, I mean, really, it's not universal. It's more universal than Disney.
Okay.
It's universal.
You guys from Florida, you guys know the difference between Universal and Disney. None of us know the difference.
Universal is more for adults.
I just know there's dudes in suits, and they're, like, very excited to be there.
As compared to hot slut stripper bitches that you had in Tampa. You got stockbrokers in Orlando, is what you're trying to say.
At least you're playing some indoor venues. I mean, those outdoor venues in the summer, that's got to suck.
How excited were you guys when we walked in yesterday? It was indoors.
It was air-conditioned.
Oh, I mean, every day down south.
You guys are probably going down back to your roots when you're in Columbus. You had to play a little honky-tonk bars and stuff, and just, you know, like the Blues Brothers when they put the chicken wire up, and then you owe them more at the end of the night because of the beer you drank because you're the good old boys.
That's we did one time. We did play in a strip club. Like we in where was it? Alabama or something? Nebraska. We sound check. They had a curtain up. And we're sound checking, and they were dancing. And then when we went up to play that night, I mean, granted, not a lot of people were there, and it was a lot of the same dudes that were in the strip club earlier that day.
They just happened to get it.
But I never played a place that smelled like coconuts. You know, it was horrible.
Now, coconuts and motion lotion.
Well, now, besides Madison Square Garden, that obviously has to be one of your probably more favorite places because you guys, you know. But like, where's some of your favorite places to play? Because you guys have been all over now.
I get Red Rocks.
Yeah, for sure.
I've heard acoustically Red Rocks. You just can't beat it. Like, I mean, it's just phenomenal.
Now, where's the worst?
Oh, the strip club.
Besides the strip club.
Besides, you know, there was a lot of places coming up. I mean, you're playing in bars, and man, I mean, it stinks. But this is all part of the thing, you know.
But you guys are all over the bar deal now, aren't you? I mean, you guys are way over that. Way over that. You guys are doing venues now.
Yeah, and we're lucky to do it, you know what I mean? And I'm sure one day we'll eventually be playing those bars again, so I better watch my mouth. You know what I mean?
It's like almost like how you start in life. You start off, you know, not being able to feed yourself and poop in your pants, and then when you're in the nursing home, you start off you end eating applesauce and poop in your pants. Maybe as a band, it's the same way. You start playing the bars, and you get big, and then you go back to playing the bars.
Yeah, or like bar mitzvahs. Like you start off playing bar mitzvahs, and then you end playing.
But are you guys doing corporate functions? Because they pay a buttload.
Oh, yeah. Hootie the Blowfish used to make, what, $300,000?
No, not that much. About 90,
yeah, 90 grand.
Are you guys doing that?
Cool ones. We did a Bud Light thing down in the Bahamas.
Ooh, alcohol money.
Anheuser-Busch got all the money, buddy. Those checks
not going anywhere.
And those checks cash, buddy. They don't make you wait 120 for those things.
They were cool, but they put us on some very shaky transportation. I remember we were on these little planes with dudes that should not be flying planes. I thought we were running drugs. I didn't know where we were.
Nah, what about USO tours? You USO tours?
Yeah.
Because the government pays big money for the USO tours.
Yeah. They need a bailout.
We don't.
OAR needs a bailout.
When we did the USO, we didn't. You don't get paid.
Yeah, most artists don't take money for that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, the ones I know have.
Oh God. Can you imagine? They're like, yeah, we're going to Iraq and we're getting 20 grand. I mean, that's a terrible thing.
Yeah, that's really.
I just would have given it to the boys in the crowd. Said, hey man, the dumbass governor.
Cool?
The governor gave me 40 grand to be here. Everybody in the show, I'm closing the doors. I'm splitting amongst all you guys.
That would be cool.
There'd be a riot.
That would be
You'd have Marines fighting each other in the
all you got to do is just tell me how cool my band is and cheer like a bitch. Let's go.
Now, do they take good care of you as like far as security and stuff like that when you're over there? I mean, are they watching your back constantly?
Yeah.
You want guns following you around the whole time.
I mean, you're flying on C-130s. You're flying from Kirkuk to Crete.
Oh, that sucks.
You know what I mean? And like, no, but you're on it. I literally have never felt more safe than when you're surrounded by the United States Armed Forces. I mean, these guys and girls they got their stuff together. I mean, together. And you just look them in the eye and you know that you feel all right with them. You know what I mean? You can't be... You can be in Iraq, but you can't be in a more safe situation when then you're surrounded by our guys and girls. I mean, these folks are just the greatest, man.
What if they said, hey, we want you to tour around the world? No security. We just want you to tour. World tour. Here we go. Let's do it.
No, absolutely.
You need guns.
No,
we're working on our Florida tour right now.
Now, when in the industry, as far as like singles, well, I guess iTunes has brought back the single craze. Not like when we were growing up and you could go buy a single for 99 cents and everybody tracked that stuff. But it's probably pretty rare for one to go platinum nowadays. And you got Shattered went well over platinum. And in fact, I think it was this number 6 selling single of 08.
Oh, boy. That's the first time I heard that.
What?
That's awesome. The number 6. That's
you didn't
top
know that?
10. That's good.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
I didn't know
I also have been told, now because you're my boys, now, and I want to make sure that we preface by saying that don't get mad at me. But anytime, I mean, I'm like you guys, when somebody tells me that I can't or shouldn't do something, what's the first thing I'm going to do?
Exactly.
And it says, in no way, shape, or form are you to use the following terms when talking about the band. Jam band, frat rock, college band, hippies, and or as in the rowing instrument.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. Doesn't buy this stuff.
So tell me something, you bunch of granola eaters.
Hey, so listen, you bunch of hippies. You guys are obviously a kick-ass college band, and probably somewhat towards a fraternity rock-based kind of guy. But you guys are really pretty damn good jam band, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is it really one of those terms that like truly like would offend you, or is it just like you press people?
You don't want to be pigeonholed into that.
I just don't know the last time at a frat party you saw a jam band.
With a bunch of hippies.
Yeah, with a bunch of hippies. There would be many fights. You know what I'm saying?
Keg stands.
That's true.
Yeah, there's like, you are not Sigma Alpha Doobie or whatever.
You better get out of here, buddy. I heard you were a Pike. You need to get out of here, kid. Doing that right now. I'm a Sigma Chi, bitch.
Now, who in here got actually degrees, or did you guys all drop out of college beforehand, before you like started?
I did.
Mark and I graduated, and the rest of the guys could have, and they still might. Could have.
One day.
School of Rock.
The hell with it.
What's a degree in?
What's a degree? It means nothing. It's going to take up time
Yeah,
from
it
children.
doesn't mean anything. This was 10
you guys
years
don't make
ago.
any money. You know what? Nobody has ever asked any of you guys, listen, I'm a program director of a major company, and I'm thinking about adding you guys, but which one of y'all have degrees?
Yeah, exactly. What was your major?
Nobody cares, man. Either you're good or you're not. Either you suck or you don't.
Yeah, but was it a good degree, or was it like,
I think it was pretty good. I had a political science degree because honestly, when we first started, our parents...
You can BS real well.
That's respectable.
That's true. But our parents were cool. They said, we'll let you go do this thing, but listen, you gotta like be in school while you're there. And, take it seriously.
Right.
So, honestly, I mean, I think for the first couple of years,
now, have you called your parents back and said,
we're going to do the music thing.
Hey, Mom and Dad, I just cashed, a $100,000 check for being in this band, so F off, bitch, and I've made zero from political
They get
science.
what's going on. Yeah.
My mom, hey, I quit radio. I quit Indiana School. I flunked out of Indiana State, let's be honest.
They quit you.
They quit me. You're right, Brent. They're the dumbasses. They should have hung on to me. Look at me. I've done quite well. Jackasses. They should have red-lighted me right on through.
They need to give you an honorary.
Yeah, I called my mom up and I said, hey, Mom, it's Christmas of '85. And I go, Mom, I'm going to not be able to go to Christmas this year because I'm the low man on the totem pole here at the radio station and I don't ever get to do a live show. And they're letting me actually talk on the radio. So I'm going to miss Christmas. And she goes, you're such a stupid ass. What do you think, you're going to be able to make a career at radio? You're a dumbass. I'm embarrassed. Well, there you go. I mean, I quit school. They quit me, or school quit me. And I got a little show going on here. And oddly enough, I got OAR here.
You hear that, kids? You don't
school.
need to go to school. You can. All of you can be DJs on the radio or in bands.
Or in bands, yeah. I mean,
Great aspirations.
Now, like Jerry last night, like my buddy Morgan saw Jerry walking by, like with this 90-year-old lady. He goes, hey, I swear I saw Jerry walking by with this 90-year-old lady or something like that. I guess it was your grandma. Does she actually get into the music or what? Like, does she know what's going on?
No, yeah, totally.
What's going on?
Honestly,
Well, I mean, my grandma has no clue what's going on.
they looked in great shape. I heard they haven't had the best of health in the past year.
They from this area?
They look, where they like St. Pete. I think
Right.
is where they-
Yeah.
And they looked fantastic last night. So I was really excited. I was preparing myself for the worst.
Right. Hadn't seen it for how long?
Probably about a year.
Right.
Right. Last time we came around and stuff. But they look great. I was really happy to see them.
God, she had to be proud, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jerry up there with no shirt on and a gold chain, playing the saxophone.
Yeah,
Doing his Clarence Carter.
Doing the rump shaker beat. Yeah.
See, the thing is, he gets in too. He plays the saxophone, then puts it down, picks up the guitar. I mean,
Right. Jerry's multi-talented. After Mark, Jerry's the man. Because he can do the backdrop, too. I mean, at the end of the day. I mean, if he gets fired out of OAR for a jam band, or it'd be a nice college crowd that'll pick him up.
And then after the show's over, you can't get enough of Jerry because Jerry comes on the loudspeaker and goes, this is Jerry from OAR. Thanks for coming to the show. If you'd like to purchase the show that you just saw, go to the merchandise booth and pick up a USB band.
That is, you know what? That's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a whole new revenue stream.
We really stayed the whole night. Now that we know this guy who came to the show the other day at the Garden, we ended with confetti, and it was a big deal. And he was like, "Man, great show!" And I gave him free tickets. I'm like, "Yeah, cool, man. Did you have a good time?" He's like, "Oh, I had a great time." I'm like, "Oh, what'd you think of the ending?" He was like, "Yeah." Yeah, the ending was really good. Really good. I'm like, oh yeah, what about it?
I'm glad I didn't go. I would have got bamboozled into doing that. I would have like, yeah.
Yeah, the ending was real good. I'm saying, yeah, you didn't see nothing.
Well, Brent, look, man, Brent left before the encore. I stuck around, buddies.
Well, I had to get up at 4 in the morning.
Then
so.
he had to be. He was out till 4, right? And
I was out until
you were a little bit late this morning.
Believe me, I know. I was freaked out. They got me hammered last night. What am I going to do?
Where'd you take him? Dollhouse? Where'd you take him to?
No, we went to the Rack, and I mean.